What if you can get Canelo Alvarez and a Triple G winner to face Jermall Charlo in 2019, first quarter, second quarter? And even if Canelo and Triple G do take another fight in December, as long as they're committed to fighting Jermall Charlo, or, maybe committed to fight, let's say Jermall Charlo since he's WC mandatory, would it make Triple G and Canelo Alvarez 2 more intriguing? Will more people get behind it? It's the Boxing Clinic and more. It's your boy CJ Goodfella. One time for the one time we grinding. Y'all know what the business is, man. And I think it would. I think part of the lack of support for Triple G and Canelo too is due to fans believe it's gonna be some bullshit behind it. And certain fans do. You know what I'm saying? There's certain fans that don't want certain fighters to get fights. They always want to continue to say, well, Charlo's ain't fought nobody. They want to continue to say, well, Earl ain't fought nobody. They want to continue to say, well, Terrence Crawford resume is, well, he ain't fought nobody. It's fans that legitimately love to say that about the fighters that's on that coincidental list, all right? And they don't want to see those fighters get the opportunity and seize the opportunity because they know they're going to win. Because if they really felt that the fighter on the coincidental list didn't have an opportunity to win or have a good chance to win, they would want to see them dudes get knocked on their butt and get knocked out or get beaten, stumped, and say, I told you so. It's nothing better than saying, I told you so. Deontay Wilder. If people really thought Anthony Joshua could 100% or 90%, 99%, 80% knock Wilder out or beat Wilder and dog walk Wilder, people be clamoring for that fight. People be betting their money on that fight. People will get behind that fight and say, yeah, Wilder, Joshua do it. We know you're going to knock out Wilder. But people already know, what can happen, And Jermall just one of those dudes on the coincidental list. Well, Jermall needs to do do this and that and that, and then come back. No. What the WBC says is he's the mandatory. And if we knew and had assurance that these two guys not had to fight him next, but committed to fighting him sometime next year, early next year in the first and second quarter, I think a lot of people will be more intrigued by this fight. I think a lot of the brothers will get behind this fight and watching and say, if Canelo came out and said, yeah, I'm going to fight Charlo. I'll fight him in the next year. I do, I only fought once this year. I came off a year later, fought Triple G, and I beat him. I'm going to get a fight in December, but then next year I'll fight him for sure. You can send the contracts. We can do bling, blang, boom, boom. Bada bing, bada boom, it's done. Triple G said the same thing. Woo, woo, woo. Yup, December I'm going to fight. I come back and fight Charlo next year. Then I come back for the rest of my belts. People are like, oh, yeah, that's going to get that fight that juice they need. But most people believe that these two going to fight. They're not going to fight him. They're not going to fight anybody that's a threat in the division. And if there is a threat in the division, they're going to fight the most minimum threat or the smallest threat out of all the threats. And that's how people feel about it. And when that this don't really make the best middleweight. This ain't the best middleweight. The best middleweight is up in the air. Even if this fight produces a classic, which it didn't the first time, that's not a classic fight. Even if it produces a classic, can't nobody say, oh, that's the best middleweight. No, it's not the best middleweight. You can see people still think Danny Jacobs. Some people think Derevchenko. Some people think Billy Joe Saunders. Some people think Jermall Charlo. It's threats out here. This ain't the division that it was Cotto holding the belt hostage and Daniel Gill and Matthew Macklin, Willie Monroe, and Peter Quillen dropping his belt, Andy Lee champion, then Billy Joe Saunders. It's not that division no more. Billy Joe Saunders out of shape. It's real cap pillars. Demetrius Andrade. It's real cap pillars. It's real talented fighters. They got movement, that can box and move. It's not these stagnant Curtis Stevens, the Ava Lemieux, just punches with no athletic ability or no boxing skills. That's not that no more. That fight does not produce the best middleweight in the world. And I don't care what nobody say. The best middleweight is yet to be seen. It's TBD, to be determined. And you heard that Tom Loeffler said, well, HBO was trying to do a 160-pound tournament, but everybody pulled out because Triple G there came in the tournament. Show me where somebody said that at. Because they've been selling that fear. This probably was 8 years ago when he first came over. 4 or 5 years ago when he first came over? Wasn't no middleweights there. Gabriel Rosado, Willie Monroe had moved up after the Brennan Boxino tournament. Yeah, give me a time date. Did they say this? Did they try to make this tournament last year? Because the only middleweight that would have pulled out this tournament in the last year would have been Demetrius Andrade. That's the only one. And you only had 3 middleweights. Andrade, I believe it was, Canelo, Triple G, and Danny Jacobs. And Canelo, we know he down to fight Golovkin. You know, they just be out there selling shit. Oh, Triple G, the most feared guy in the division, and woo, woo, woo. No, he not. Y'all motherfuckers out here lowballing niggas, man. Ain't nobody stupid. It's a numbers game. Ain't nobody gonna fight this guy if I beat him and then, you know, oh, who did Triple G really beat? This dude he ain't no Hall of Fame material guy right now. Best win is Danny Jacobs, and that dude ain't never been a real world champion. But the premise of this video, and the point of this video is this. If one of these two guys committed to fighting Jermall Charlo in some far, far, far away land in Kansas, and some girl got ruby red shoes on and clicked her heels and can make that shit happen, you know, I think this fight will have more intrigue. But I think people knowing that the winner of this fight is not going to go on to prove they're the best middleweight. They probably not going to go on to unify with any other champions. They're not going to fulfill their mandatory versus Jermall Charlo. They're going to probably drop the belt if it's Golovkin. I think Canelo will probably drop the belt because I'm beefing with WC. That takes it away. Just knowing their track record and not fighting the best and coming up with excuses and dropping belts turns some people off. But y'all know what it is. Let me know what y'all feel. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Also, the Raw and Cut podcast we got going on. Link on there as well. Also, S1210 College Sports Most Wanted. I know college football, basketball, a little bit of high school page. Check all that out, man. Also, if you want to donate, the PayPal link in the description. Shout out to the Super Chat. Shout out to Wrench Gang. One time for the one time. Share, subscribe, hit the bell icon. Shout out to the LDBC. We gone.